like the eye of the needle. Like it's like a lot of people that never it's like experience any type of like adversity, or never even just like put themselves in that type of like position, like willingly or whatever. Or it's like if they can't like if they've never like had any experience like with that, then like they're gonna fold basically.
Hey, that's why a lot of homeless people gonna be in a better state than these like your average people out here. You know, like people who have a job and shit. You know, they got an apartment, they pay rent. You know, they get certain government assistance and shit like that. The homeless people down at 2100 and you know it's Skid Row out there in Los Angeles and all the other homeless, you know, dwellers, man. Those homeless people gonna be in a better state than all these people out here, man. Because they know how to go without eating. They know how to go without certain amenities and shit, you know?
And a lot of poor Jakes, you know, we grew up in Providence. Yeah. We know how to go without eating. A lot of Jakes in the projects. There's a lot of kids that don't eat, man. I remember I used to live in the projects, man. We used to share food. I used to go over there and eat, or they come over there and eat, you know? A lot of Jakes say, yeah, you know who gonna get it worse? You fucking the meat Edomites, man. Yeah, man. Man, fuck you Edomites, man. And the brother, go ahead, man.
And like the brother said though, the Edomites, they gonna be the first ones to get that cannibalism off because it's naturally in their spirit. So they gonna automatically start eating each other. They gonna get that shit off first though. But hey, just adding on to that, like your job, you know what I'm saying, there, get you to get your woman, you know, because you know how Jay loves his woman. She like, why wouldn't you get the chip so we can survive and shit, man? It's gonna be, Satan is gonna hit you with many methods to try to make you take that chip, man. What he gonna do is put something in front of you you love, which you shouldn't be loving nothing, but you have Hashem shot. But that's how Satan gonna test you, man. He gonna put something in front of you, man. All right, and make you make a choice, and you gotta make the right decision, man.
Yeah, he gonna play off the emotion of these people, you know, because the majority of people in the world is emotional, man. And like the men of the Lord, you know, the men that you see up here pushing the word, you know, starting with the apostles and elders and GMS, we not emotional, man. A lot of motherfuckers emotional. They get emotional. We talk about the so-called white man. They get emotional when we out here dogging the black woman. You know, these motherfuckers is emotional, man. And that's what's gonna be a big downfall, to the nation of Israel, man. They too emotional.
Hey, I got a quick precept. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Right. That's talking about the missiles, man. All right. If you take that, man, you basically worshiping Satan, man. You worshiping the so-called white man. So if you end up taking that chip, man, you have no chance of making it, man. The Most High is gonna burn you off the face of the earth, man. All right. And if you a heathen, you gonna come back and get more punishment, man. All right. In the kingdom of heaven.
It says.
All right. So look, I know the devil was the devil, right?
Devil.
Hold on, I ain't gonna switch. I ain't gonna switch it just yet. Let me finish the last part. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you take the chip willingly, you know, trying to please the soul, you're gonna be destroyed. Basically, that's the statement I was trying to make, you know. And I mean, you can ask your question, but yeah, if you take that chip willingly, because it's gonna be basically an option that you can take, you know, yes or no, and you gotta be willing to give your own soul like the Lord did for you. And if you do take it, you're still gonna get destroyed. So you might as well, you know what I'm saying, do it for the Lord's sake than rather than for lucre's sake. But yeah, like I said, you can answer your question though.
I mean, it's almost self-explanatory, but I still want to hear y'all say it though. Like, how is the white man the devil?
Devil just means deceiver, man. You know what I'm saying? Devil is not like, remember how like when you was a kid on Looney Tunes, you see the red man and shit under with the pitchfork and shit. That shit just like some fairy tale shit. All right, the devil was just a deceiver, man. All right, and he deceived the whole planet by I know they already know they took your house Caesar sign, man. But y'all got that Caesar sign? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this the way. This is one of the main ways, main reasons why he the devil, man. The devil just means deceiver. So he made everybody think that who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh, is the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? When in all actuality, they're the wickedest people on the planet. So that's why you see our people will be quick to fight each other and shit. But if a so-called white man do something, you see they show him respect. So they don't really go at him.
The scriptures call him the Arthur of mischief.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, the word devil means deceiver. The word Satan means adversary. So he's the opponent to the Lord and to the nation of Israel. He's the deceiver. He's the one who put up his image as the angels, as the Most High, as ignorant called Jesus, Yahweh Shai. He paint up his picture. He is himself as God. And then he also took everything by rape, robbery, and murder. So that's why he's the devil. In the book of Malachi calls him the border of wickedness.
So wherever the so-called white man is dwelling at, that's the border of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And he dwelling, you can get Job 9:24, unless you have something. See, and another way that you know he's the devil or Satan, you know what I'm saying, is the Most High gave the world unto him, man. All right, this is Satan's kingdom. This is time to rule this shit, man.
It says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Right, so the Most High gave them the earth, man. This is their little reign. This as a punishment for us. It's not like they did anything righteous to, you know, have a time of rulership. It was just because we turned our back on the Heavenly Father, so he gave us into their hands, man. All right, the devil, these so-called white people, man.
The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof.
Right, he covers the faces of the judges thereof. This is what we were just talking about. See, these are the judges, man. Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Shai, well, Yahweh Shai, I'm sure you've seen the depiction of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's what the true judges look like. We the true judges. So when you see these, like when you see them old movies, like the Moses movie and shit, and they got the so-called white man playing Moses, ain't no so-called white man was no prophet, man. All the prophets was so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indians, man. Those was the prophets. So that's how he covered the face. Even, my bad, but even those pictures, you ever seen the white baby angels and shit? The angels is big, scary looking black dudes, man. So-called black men, all right? So that's how he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. Because if you was looking at a picture of the Lord and he looked like how he actually looked, you would think twice about the shit you was doing. All right? But with this dude, he looked like just a friendly guy, man. The angels put shit to death, but they got the angels looking like little white babies. So why would you fear the angels, man? You know what I'm saying? So that's how they covered the faces of the judges, man. All right, with their iconoclasm, man. They painting everything, like they took all our shit. All our ancient paintings and shit and depictions of us, and they just put their face over it, man. Drew it over and made them look like so-called white people, man. All right, because out there, but out there in I believe it's Cairo, they got this museum or something that they got guards around that bitch like you can't even go to, because you know that's our shit in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the true depiction of the Lord and the prophets and all that shit. You know, in Rome and Italy, they had that. Yeah, in Russia too. They had that. Statue of Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus, and it just clearly shows you all his facial features, and he just looked like a so-called Negro, man. All right, but they never show you that here in America. All right.
Hold it, I grabbed
This is First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
Yeah.
And lay open the book of the law, where the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right, and laid open the book of the law, man. This is the book of the law, with the Apocrypha included, man. All right? And they sought to paint their images, man. All right, because they knew that's how they would get control over the planet, man. That's why everybody bowed down, not us, not the brothers in the spirit, but the nation of Israel, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and even all these other nations. That's why they bowed down to the so-called white man like that, because he got you thinking he's Jesus. So you wouldn't want to offend Jesus, or you would be offending God, right? So that's the stronghold he put on these nations, chiefly our people, because don't nobody worship white Jesus like niggas do. And especially Latins, man. The fucking Northern Kingdom, man. With all that bullshit, man. Worshiping the Pope and shit. But when it come down to it, this the wickedest motherfucker in the world. This nigga's he the wickedest nigga out.
They don't even worship their own.
No,
they bow down to the black Virgin Mary and the black Jesus. You ever seen them do that? They bow down to the pictures, the little statues. They still worshiping the black Madonna and her son. Right. So why is they painting you these white images when they still pray to those? They still pray to the original images.
That's all thing of the sort anyway. You know, they be going back to that whole Virgin Mary shit. But I got some precepts for your question. This Revelation chapter 12 verse 9, it says, "And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Which, when you look the word angels up, it just means messengers. So he got the definition of Satan. I get home.
This is Satan right here. I go down to the third one. As a common noun, enemy or adversary, a proper noun, the chief of the fallen spirits, the grand adversary of God and man. This is
that's it right there. He said an adversary.
So yeah.
Adversary,
The third one is
what that means is it's an opponent. That's what they are. They're opponent.
Yeah, it's right here. Names and descriptive designations by which he is known as a devil. Wait.
So basically,
my bad. Yeah.
Satan means adversary, devil means deceiver. You look it up. And basically, he deceived the world into believing that false image that our Lord and Savior being a so-called white man, as well as, I got right quick another precept, Revelation 19 and 20. It says, in the beast, which the beast is a representation for NATO and the EU. If you're familiar with them coming together, you know, we got a sign for NATO and the EU, you know, that beast. It says, the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that brought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshiped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So that right there tell you they deceived the world into taking the mark, you know what I'm saying, the mark of the beast, man. You know? And they gonna deceive the world into thinking that they doing good, but in reality they deceive them into taking that chip. You know? This Romans 11 and 4, it says, but what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so, then, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace, you know, who also didn't bow down unto this image of the beast, right? And 7 just means a race complete. So at the end of the day, there's gonna be a small remnant that's gonna not basically convert to the ways of the world. They ain't trying to be, you know, caught up with all the folly and the bullshit, the madness. They ain't trying to go and fit in with the Joneses per se. They're gonna do rather more for the Lord, as Apostle Paul said, we ought to obey Yahweh rather than men. And so we ain't gonna be taking the gym. You ain't gonna see us out with them damn skinny pants on, you know what I'm saying, upholding homosexuality, promoting pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, oppressing your own people, you know what I'm saying, as police officers do, things of that nature, man. And even when Apostle Paul was sort of doing that to the Israelites, when he found out, he repented of that, you know, and he started doing more for the Lord's sake. So you got to put off the old man, as the brother was expounding on that first, you put off the new man.
Oh, just speaking on the remnant. It's Isaiah 1 and 9. It says, except the Lord of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been at Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Alright, so yeah, like the brother said, it's going to be that remnant of people that's not going to take it. Those are the men that the Lord dealing with. Alright? That's why it says we would have been like unto Sodom and like Gomorrah, because that shit got completely destroyed. So that if the Heavenly Father, if it weren't for the elect, the Heavenly Father would destroy all of Israel.
We got one more thing question for y'all. I know this might sound silly to y'all.
No, it's all good.
I know y'all know, like, y'all say y'all don't deal with churches and all that stuff, but they do it backwards or whatever, they covering the truth. Do y'all ever, like, go stand outside of churches and
Nah, I mean,
we got brothers, just like those who do the same thing we do in other states. They attempted to do so before, but like the churches, they already know what's up with us. Like they won't deal with us.
Well, it's not even just that either. It's not wise because it's building up another man's foundation. So at the end of the day, we ain't gonna step on their shit. They don't really step on ours. We do so, and we knowing that we in captivity right now, they just bound to call the police, and it just caused unwanted attention, which we can't afford to be bailing ourselves out, let alone, you know, multiple brothers at a time. So it's just not wisdom, you know. But at the end of the day, we do speak out against them, though. You know what I'm saying? And we'd tell a pastor to his face, like, nigga, you going on? Because we be seeing Pastor No Good and hella different people that know the Bible, but they refuse to, you know what I'm saying, step up to the truth. But as far as going to stand on maybe turf and all that shit, it's just unwanted attention.
And then the scriptures also tell you to be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. So we're not about to have a little powwow, a little communion with them and shit like that.
we're not about to link up with the Muslims or the Black Panthers. We ain't got nothing to do with them. We're not in agreement. We're not teaching the same doctrine. So no, we would never do that.
I got something in just a moment. I'm looking it up.
Got a quick scripture for which I'm going into.
You got it.
1 John chapter 4, verse 1 John 4, verse 4. It said, ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Yeah, so basically, like it said, little children, you are basically the Most High is in us, man. That's why when all hell started to break loose, like I was going into, you got men that's not gonna bow themselves down to this kingdom, right? Because the stuff that Esau is coming with, he's gonna literally force it upon the world, man. You know what I mean? Like how when you go over there to them other nations, he's forcing people to get down with their agenda, man. Like he forcing people to, you gonna take this petrodollar and all that. You gonna I'm gonna need you to set up a puppet government, all right? Them people ain't taking that shit. That's why they